Have you ever stopped to wonder why your name seems to live rent-free in the minds of so many people? Why they can't help but whisper about you, dissecting your life as if it were their favorite mystery novel? Chosen one, this is no accident. Their obsession with you isn't because of anything ordinary. It's because your very existence disrupts their world. You don't follow the rules they live by, and you're not bound by the chains they willingly wear. You've risen above, and they can't stand it. They gossip because they're lost. They talk because they're afraid. And they judge because your light reveals the darkness in their own lives. But here's the truth. Their words are not about you. They're about them, their insecurities, their pain, and the reflection of themselves they see in Satan's mirror. Today, we're going to talk about why they do it, what it says about them, and how you, chosen one, are called to rise above. So, if you've ever felt the sting of gossip, the weight of judgment, or the confusion of being misunderstood, listen closely. This message is for you. Right now, I want you to affirm in the comments, I am chosen. I am protected. Their words cannot touch me. Say it boldly, because this is your truth, and it cannot be shaken. Gossip is the language of the insecure. It's a weapon wielded by those who have no other power, no other way to feel significant. When people gossip about you, it's because they're trying to understand your strength through the broken lens of their own lives. They can't comprehend how you've risen above the struggles that would have crushed them. They're baffled by your grace under pressure, your ability to shine even in the darkest of times. Satan loves gossip. He whispers lies into the ears of those who are already weak, already prone to jealousy and fear. And they repeat those lies, thinking they are exposing you, when all they are doing is exposing their own emptiness. Gossipers don't have a life of their own, so they cling to the details of yours. They become obsessed with the version of you that exists in their minds, a version twisted and distorted by Satan's mirror. Let me explain what Satan's mirror is. When people look at you through this mirror, they don't see the truth. They see an inverted, damaged version of reality. Instead of seeing your strength, they see arrogance. Instead of recognizing your hard work, they see luck. Instead of admiring your blessings, they feel envy. This mirror warps everything. It's a tool of deception, a way for Satan to keep people blind to their own potential and focused on tearing others down. But you see through it, don't you? You notice how their words don't add up. You hear the whispers, the half-truths, the outright lies, and you recognize them for what they are, projections of their own pain. And instead of retaliating, you do something extraordinary. You do nothing. You don't defend yourself because you understand that their gossip says more about their lives than it ever could about yours. Through Satan's mirror, they see an inverted version of you. Where you see strength, they see a threat. Where you see resilience, they see arrogance. Where you see faith, they see delusion. This distorted image is all they can grasp because the truth is too much for them to handle. The truth would require them to look at their own lives and make changes they're not ready to make. You pity them, don't you? Not because you're better than them, but because you see how lost they are. They're stuck in a cycle of negativity, feeding on lies and spreading them to others. They're like ships without a compass, drifting aimlessly and latching onto anything that gives them a fleeting sense of purpose. And that's why you don't retaliate. You don't lower yourself to their level because you know it would only perpetuate their misery. Affirm this: I rise above their negativity. My light shines brighter than their darkness. Imagine a mirror so twisted, so corrupted, that it flips everything into its opposite. That's the lens through which these people view you. Where your strength shines as a beacon of hope and endurance, they see a threat that unsettles them. Your resilience, born of trials and sharpened by faith, becomes arrogance in their eyes. And your unwavering faith, the foundation of your journey, they interpret as delusion, a crutch for someone who dares to believe in what they can't see. They can only grasp this distorted image because the truth is too much for them to handle. The truth would force them to look inward, to confront their own shortcomings, and to make changes they're not prepared to make. But here's the thing: it doesn't stop there. Their fixation with you doesn't end at misunderstandings or whispers. No, they've made you the center of their attention. They watch you incessantly, their eyes glued to every move you make. They track your progress, dissecting every post on your social media, scrutinizing every photo, every word, every subtle shift in your energy. They're obsessed, consumed by the need to know what you're doing, how you're thriving, and why their attempts to bring you down have failed. Their minds are poisoned by envy, and that poison colors everything they see. To them, your success is an affront, your joy an insult, your growth a reminder of the stagnation in their own lives. They can't celebrate your victories because they're too busy mourning their own failures. It's as if every step you take forward feels to them like a step further away from the control they thought they had over you. And so, they lash out, not with direct confrontation, but with the sly, insidious acts of tracking your every move and waiting for the moment they think you'll stumble. Some of these individuals are people you once trusted. Perhaps it's an ex-friend who you once confided in, or a family member who was supposed to protect and uplift you. These are not strangers. No, their betrayal cuts deeper because they once stood close to your heart. They've allowed Satan's whispers to take root in their souls, turning them into instruments of his chaos. They cloak their intentions in concern or casual curiosity, but their actions betray them. They're not just watching, they're waiting. Waiting for the moment you falter, for the opportunity to declare, "See, I told you they couldn't do it." But here's the truth they refuse to accept. You are unbreakable. God has forged you in fire, and no earthly force, no jealous tongue, no envious heart can undo what He has done. Every attempt to break you only strengthens you. Every attack they launch falls flat against the shield of God's protection. You may bend, but you will never break. You may stumble, but you will always rise. And one day, they will realize what they've done. The weight of their actions, their words, their schemes, will crush them under the unbearable truth of their failure. They will see how their obsession with tearing you down only served to elevate you higher. And when that day comes, they will come back. Oh, they'll crawl back into your life, not with apologies or admissions of guilt, but with smiles, painted over their shame. They'll pretend as if nothing happened, as if they hadn't spent so much of their energy trying to destroy you. They won't say, "I'm sorry." No, their pride won't allow it. Instead, they'll offer empty pleasantries, hoping to slip back into your good graces without ever acknowledging the pain they caused. They'll test the waters, trying to see if you'll let them back in, if you'll offer them the forgiveness they don't even have the courage to ask for. But beware, chosen one. These are not people seeking redemption. They are souls still tethered to the darkness. They are Satan's friends, carriers of his poison, and they have not changed. Their return is not a sign of repentance, but a continuation of their cycle of manipulation. They hope to regain access to your life, not to support you, but to siphon your energy once more. To them, your light is both alluring and infuriating. They want to be close enough to feel its warmth, but they can't stand that it's not theirs. And so you must stand firm. You must guard your heart, your mind, your spirit against their return. God has given you discernment for a reason. You see them for what they are, not as they pretend to be, but as they truly are. Broken, bitter, blinded by their own darkness. One day, they will see it too. They will realize that their battle was never with you, but with God Himself. And that is a battle they could never win. They will see how their envy blinded them, how their gossip poisoned their own souls, and how their obsession with your life kept them from living their own. And when that day comes, chosen one, you will still stand, unbroken, unshaken, and unbothered. Because you know that your worth, your purpose, and your destiny are not determined by their opinions or actions. They are determined by God alone. Affirm this: I rise above their darkness. My light is unshakable. I am chosen. And now, as they dwell in their despair, you remain. You are the unyielding oak in a storm, rooted in truth, nourished by faith. They who once sought your destruction now wander aimlessly, consumed by the emptiness of their own making. Their schemes, their whispers, their manipulations have come to nothing. And there you stand, stronger, unshakable, untouchable. They will look at you and wonder how you survived, how you thrived. They will try to diminish it in their minds, to rationalize their failure and your victory. But deep down, they will know. They will know they were fighting against a force greater than you. They were fighting against the hand of God that lifted you above their reach. And they will come back. Oh, they will crawl back into the light of your presence, desperate to feel the warmth of what they tried to extinguish. But you will not waver. You will not bow. You will greet them with grace, but keep them at a distance. For you understand now that not everyone who seeks your light is meant to walk beside you. You are stronger not because of them, but in spite of them. Your trials, your betrayals, your battles have forged you into a warrior of faith, a vessel of purpose. You stand as a testament to God's power, a living reminder that His plans will always prevail. So let them despair in the darkness of their choices. Let them grapple with the weight of their actions, and let them see with every step you take that no force on earth or in hell could ever break what God has built. Affirm this in your soul: I am chosen. I am forged by God. I am unstoppable.